am Sumalata, GMS High School, RP. If you like my videos, like it, share it and subscribe it. This is 6th unit Nation and Diversity for 10th class state syllabus. This is 6th A of SSC in the State Board of 10th class. It is a wonderful story written by our beloved President of India, APJ Kalam. It's a very beautiful story. He narrates a wonderful incident from his childhood. Let's go to the story directly without speaking anything about it. Otherwise, suspense will be gone. Okay, we start the story. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameswaram in erstwhile Madras state. My father, Jainuluddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. He had an ideal helpmate, is my mother, Ashiyamma. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that the far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. He was born in a middle class Tamil family and his place of birth is Rameswaram. It is an island town in the state of Tamil Nadu in Bay of Bengal. Today we know the state as Tamil Nadu, but when he was born at that time the state was known as Madras state. Okay, my father, his father's name was Jainuluddin. He says that his father was not very rich. He did not have wealth. He was not highly educated. But despite these advantages, he had some other qualities. He was naturally very wise and was very generous too. His mother's name was Ashiyamma. She used to help his father. She was a great support and help to him. She was also generous and kind hearted. Every day she used to feed a lot of people. She fed a greater number of people from outside than the total number of family members. Okay, that is members of his family. I was one of the children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large Pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameswaram. My austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine, or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. Okay. Abdul Kalam had many siblings and he describes himself that he had short height and common looks. He did not have any exceptional looks. On the contrary, his parents were very tall and handsome. They were good looking. He did not inherit their physical qualities. That means he is not handsome. We lived in our his ancestral house was very old. It was built in the 19th century. It was a Pakka house which was made up of bricks and limestone. It is located on the Mosque Street in Rameswaram. Okay. Here austere means simple, strict and severe. Materially means in terms of things like clothes, food and medicine. Emotionally means in terms of love and affection. His father was very simple but was strict also. He wanted to live his life in a simple way and he used to teach his children not to waste money on unnecessary things. He says that his father used to avoid any kind of inessential comfort and luxuries. He provided them all the necessary things like food, clothes, and medicines. He says that his parents fulfilled all the needs, whether it was any tangible thing or their love and affection. This shows that he has the quality of gratitude. He is thankful to his parents for whatever they did for him. Okay. The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to provision shop on Moss Street. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. My brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell me stories about the war which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines of Dinamani. Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. Okay. He was 8 years old when the Second World War broke in the year 1939. So we can calculate that he was born in the year 1931. Princely sum means generous amount. Anna means an old Indian coin worth about 6 pice. The demand for tamarind seeds increased in the market. He used to collect and sell the tamarind seeds to a provision shop located on Moss Street. He would earn a mere sum of 1 anna, which equals to 6 pice. When he addresses it as a princely sum, something very great and valuable, he is very ironic as the amount was very meager. All the time, this 1 anna meant a lot of money to him. His brother-in-law Jalaluddin used to tell him the stories of the ongoing world war. Later, he used to read the newspaper Dinamani and used to look for the news of the same stories. Allied forces means the armies of UK, USA, and Russia during the Second World War. Isolated means lonely. Okay. Rameswaram was a small island town far away from land, so it was not affected by the World War in the beginning. But after some time, India had to join the war and combined with Allied forces. Then a state of emergency was declared in the country. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameswaram station. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameswaram road between Rameswaram and Dhanushkodi. That forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspapers in Rameswaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundle, and as if naturally, I filled the slot. Samsuddin helped me earn my first wages. Wages means earnings. Half a century later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. Surge of pride means earning his own money is a wonderful feeling. The first impact of World War II on the people of Rameswaram was the cancellation of the train stoppage at the Rameswaram station. Earlier, the train which came from India used to stop at Rameswaram station and then went further to Dhanushkodi without stopping at Rameswaram. With this, the newspaper bundle which used to come for Rameswaram was thrown out of the moving train as it reached the Rameswaram road. His cousin Samsuddin used to distribute the newspapers in Rameswaram. As the train stoppage was cancelled, the newspaper bundle was thrown out of the moving train. He needed someone to help him to catch it. He helped Samsuddin by catching the bundle and distributing the newspapers. In return, Samsuddin paid him a salary which was his first earning. The incident happened 50 years ago. Even now, that is when he wrote the book, he could feel satisfied and proud of himself. He says that whenever someone earns his own money with his hard work, he feels it the same way as he did. Okay. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific social, economic, and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. By figures of authority means older people. Inherited honesty and self discipline from my father. From my mother, I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness, and so did my three brothers and sister. I had three close friends of my childhood. For a child, the figure of authority is his parents, and the next figure of authority can be his teacher, a person who has authority over the child. Figure of authority means a person who had authority over another person, a person who has the power to give orders or make decisions. Okay, he is saying that whenever a child is born, he has some qualities which he acquires from the elders in his family. These depend upon the social status of the family and the environment at home. From his father, he inherited self discipline, and honesty. From his mother, he inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. His siblings also inherited these qualities from their parents. Okay.